so-called Anglophone elite in Yaoundé, hear this. Hear this. You told Paul Biya that all he needed to do is to go and arrest Sisiko and his cabinet, for they had a problem. That once they are abducted and killed or eliminated from the show, life will return to normal. That's the stupidest thing you did in your lifetime. So where are we now? How much peace have you got? Where is the peace? Where is the peace? We cannot forget, and we cannot be fooled again. The only thing that will happen, and you should know this very well, is mediation. In this conflict, if you have even had a dream that there shall be peace one day, that was a nightmare. It was not a dream. Let me tell you, the only thing that we are waiting, let the friends of Amazonia hear, is mediation. Mediation that will prepare us for our separation. Mediation that we will approve from a third party, or that we will approve. That's the only thing that will happen next. Nothing more, nothing less. You cannot be imprisoning our leaders. You're publishing the names of those who have escaped your dragnet as wanted and sending mercenaries to kill them. You are planning mass poisoning of our population in the villages in the name of vaccination or medical issues. You have taken away our homes, taken away our farms, taken away our forests. You have taken away even the means of transportation. And you have a humanitarian package that once these dogs will just see the humanitarian package, they will just go to eat because they are hungry. They don't have brains. They will just go and celebrate, and the nation will return to normal. You are dreamers. And every friend of Paul Biya, you are dreaming. Be it known today that that was a nightmare. We want to send this message clearly. You cannot be sending mercenaries to come after the leaders in the diaspora, denying access to United Nations and Amnesty International to come and visit and expose the extent of your atrocities and your genocide against our people. And you want to use this humanitarian nonsense to cover up while your soldiers, right now as we speak, they continue trigger happy with machine guns, shooting indiscriminately, destroying even our homes, killing everybody at sight. And you tell me that somehow you want peace. You want one Cameroon. That is a nightmare you had. That is not reality. It is over. We crossed the bridge, and the bridge has been destroyed. Let it be known today that I have issued this order. If you are interested in La République, tell Paul Biya. If you are benefiting from La République, invested in La République, tell Paul Biya to cease now, to stop now. His formula of using the military as a solution to the conflict has failed woefully. Tell him to stop now. Stop now, or we will not only defend ourselves, but we shall come after that lie called La République. We shall come against you. We are ready to take the fight across to you. Anyone who is advising Paul Biya should listen to this final statement. Stop now. Every device, every machination, every calculation of trying to reach out to poison our people through this humanitarian venture, to kill as many people as you want, so that we can be at peace, we can return to normal again. It has failed, and it will not work. If you continue to devise means to reach our people, to exterminate us as a people, now you have taken away everything from us. You have not given us any reason to live, except to take the war against you. You are pushing us beyond our borders by insisting to kill and exterminate our people. Paul Biya and the interests that be behind Paul Biya, let it stop now. This is the only window of mediation towards peace. If you continue to molest, to kill, and to program the mass elimination of our people, we shall spill over. And that I can assure you. And if you think that you want to come over in the diaspora to look for some of us to eliminate, we are not better than the thousands you have eliminated. How has the problem been solved? If you continue systematically to eliminate, to kill our people and bring such a charade to deceive, you think and that you will bring back the situation to normal, we will come after you. Hitherto, we have been defending our territory. But now, I want to assure you, we have the capability to destroy this lie you call Cameroon. If you don't go for mediation now, we may not have Ambazonia, and there will be nothing left called Cameroon. We better go our separate ways now, or there will be no Cameroon for anybody. Good night.
Okay. Once more, I just want to welcome the guests on the. I just want to welcome you back to the studio, and I also want to welcome the televiewers out there. I hope you guys really, you heard for yourself the president's remark, and you know what? With all due respect to my dear President Sako, he's a very calm gentleman, very gentle, and to me, this was one of the most strongest outing he's ever had. He was very firm with his opinion, and he said a couple of strong words. I've never seen President Sako this hard, and I guess the stakes are very high. I'm just going to go straight to you, Dr. Titer. What's your take on this?
No, to be honest, you just say, and this is one thing that I find really amazing about Dr. Samuel Sako, who is actually our acting president. It's like he's very calm and he's well composed. I always try to relate him to former president of America, President Obama. He's a very calm guy. You don't see him ranting or shouting or saying things in a very careless way. He's very calm, well composed. But one thing I want to make sure, he's very assertive in what he says. So he knows what he's saying is very frank and very assertive in what he's saying. So you have to listen to him keenly when he's talking. So it's not just saying stuff all over the place. So, but that's a compliment that I have to give to him, because a lot of people might see his calmness for weakness, but which is not the case, So let's see what is going to happen. Like he has given one word, I think 2 words he said. Stop now. So it's up to the public to react to what he just said. So if not, we're going to wait to see what the president have to put in order, please. Thank you.
Yeah, and you know what? He said something he's never said before since his revolution started 2 years ago. He said, we are capable to defend ourselves and to take the fight across the Mongol. That was pretty firm.
Yes,
you know,
yes.
He said, I quote him, we are capable to defend ourselves and we are able to take the fight across the Mongol. And what do you make of this, Comrade Bizeni? What do you make of this statement from the president?
By the way, I want to greet your fellow televiewers and permit me, please, to be speaking in Pidgin as well. The thing I say, our acting president, Comrade Sako, an amazing man. When we talk, say this struggle, now God ordained. We look from backward, from the time where this struggle starts, at every set of leadership where it don't happen for this struggle, we see key men of God, the men the way they get God at heart. They don't always be involved for the leadership of this our great revolution. And a very, very good thing where we for Ambazonia, we need to realize that. The more La République du Cameroon you try, for say me the stop we, the more we progress. Now, person like Dr. Sako come on board. Some of us will look and say, you are ego feed so. Honestly, I began my doubt. But I don't lie you say no, as we go on with the revolution, as we prosecute the revolution they go, I cannot be more grateful to God for a man like this. See the way they talk. It's very firm, yet he's gentle in his firmness. He passes on the messages in a very calm, gentle voice, but yet penetrating like a sharp sword. This man is indeed a true and a God-given leader to the people of Ambazonia. To the people of Ambazonia. Look at it, talk plenty in them. I don't even know who's supposed to start. But one thing will catch my attention very much. Every time we talk, it make my skin shake. Now this issue, we be very capable to defend ourselves. For our fellow ambassadors, they will not be involved for self-defense, where they not wait till it happen, and all that stuff. When you hear that, it come up for your leader. Be capable to defend ourselves. If we want to analyze that, it's too big. We know that the Republic get tankers there. We know that the Republic get all kind of machines there. They get air power, they get sea power, get land power. Yet, our leader, our acting president, His Excellency, Ikome Sako, we are capable. That is to tell you something. Something they language they come. Like Secretary Chris talk, say hurricane. When that thing go hit, you know the thing. But all I know I say, when that thing go hit, Cameroon will pick ball.
Yeah, and ever since President Sako came on board, I must say that we've had so many people, calling him all sort of names, and some say he's weak. And I guess probably that's why some people always say the weak IG. They use all sort of appellations to bring him down. But so what are you going to say to people who call him a weak IG, who call him a weak president? How do you talk to them regarding this recent outing? How do you talk to them about President Sako now? Do you think their view of the president is going to change because of this recent outing?
Now, that question was to me, right?
Yeah, it was to you.
Yes. People think that acting president Sako, people think that the IG is well, that is a right opinion, trust me on that. But the actions have proven the IG is not weak. The actions on the ground have proven that acting president is not weak. Look, from the moment he took over power, from the moment he stepped into the presidency of the Federal Republic of Ambazonia, from the moment he became the acting president, things have changed. Supposed to be done. He set up my trip to Boya, and he created this atmosphere of self-defense and made it very, very strong. And everybody panicked. International community panicked. can't find anybody because they know that what this man is doing, he means business. So everybody who thinks that he's weak, I think that person himself very well. Honestly, time has come in this revolution where we don't need to pet or try to tame things. Okay? Like our president said, if you joke, if you don't stop Pobia, we will bring this battle to your own land, to your very backyard. He said it clear. He didn't mince his word. He gave it as a warning and he gave it as a command. He's our commander-in-chief. All right? And he said, if you people do not stop this massacre, we are going to defend ourselves, and we will not only end there, we're going to take this battle right to your backyard, across the river Wuri. I'm not even calling Mongo anymore, because Mongo is our boundary. You know what I mean? I'm talking about to take it across the Wuri and let the fire burn that way as well. Come on, we are not done. We are not done.
I'm just going to ask a very straightforward question to Dr. Tita. And yes. Dr. Tita, is the IG weak? What can you tell people who say the IG is weak? What can you talk to Ambazonians who feel that President Sako is weak? Talk to them. Fellow listeners, unfortunately, we have issues with the transmission. So I don't think we can hear Dr. Tita talking. So I'm going to go straight to Comrade Bizenui to just ask you, I'll be talking with you while we try to get his issues sorted out with the connection. So
sorry, can you hear me now?
Yeah, okay. Oh, good.
Oh,
we can hear you. Yeah. So I'm just going to go back and ask you the same question because unfortunately, we do not hear you.
Oh, okay, please.
Yeah, we had nothing from you. So I'm just going to ask you the same question again. So is President Sako weak? Talk to people who feel he's weak.
The answer to that's a very good question. And the answer to that is no. Absolutely no. You can see people are confusing because he's very quiet and calm and well composed. They want to use that to say, oh, he's weak guy, because they want to see someone that is out there ranting every minute. No, it's absolutely no. The IG is well composed and well organized. I know that a lot of stuff could be happening on the ground that a lot of people are not seeing or they don't know. But now that they've come out officially and have said it, you're going to see the action come. You're going to see definitely. Thank you.
Okay, so I've heard so many people talk about the United Nations has secured $15 million for humanitarian crisis in southern Cameroon, and the United Nations cannot provide that amount of money without social security, because there's no way to guarantee healthcare, social security without sending some kind of UN troops to intervene and to secure that what they are giving as humanitarian aid is actually used in the land. So some people say that the government of La République is bringing up this 15 billion francs CFA project to say, hey, to the UN, we are capable of protecting these people. We don't need you in Ambazonia. Do you have the same opinion? What's your take on that?
To me, it doesn't make sense that we also when the La République sent an official letter for people to vacate. They should leave from their villages. Do you know what it means for someone has established their life in their village or in their town, in their city, constructed their home, and they're living there? All of a sudden, you come and ask these guys to leave. Not only that, you go and use military weapons, sophisticated weapons against these people. And all of a sudden now you come and say you want to bring aid to these people. Does that make sense? Those two don't add up. The first thing you want to even talk about anything is to stop any military stuff that you're having against these people. That's the first thing if you want to do anything. They have to stop completely and pull out all of that military out of that area. So this does not add up. And again, from someone like myself, from the healthcare point, I heard they were talking about vaccines and talking about all this stuff. That's just some very scary stuff. You know, those are some very scary stuff when you hear it, you know, knowing exactly who are Republicans and what they have been doing for the last year or two. Not even only the last years, for what they've been doing ever since we came in a union with them. So I think we've had enough. The United Nations need to stand up and say, you know what, we will intervene right now and we'll take care of this situation. They're killing so many people in southern Cameroon, and this is not supposed to be allowed. You know, so the United Nations needs to stand up right now. Thank you.
And Comrade Bizoni, I'm gonna turn over to you. You know, we are so blessed in Ambazonia and even beyond. We have so many conflict resolution specialists amongst us. You know, we have people who are well grounded in affairs like this, and they've outlined a series of procedures that the government of the Republic can take, bring this thing to a halt. You know, they've asked the government to release all those abducted. You know, they've asked them to declare a unilateral ceasefire, and all of a sudden they come up with this plan of 12 billion francs CFA. Is that not putting the cart before the horse? What's your take? How do you see this program?
I said, my brother, they tell it happen. I say no. Honorable will, but we don't talk to you. Honorable will say, when I see will I say will be fool them. When I go beat we, take we, turn we for here, drag we for down, suffer we fine. Then when I take small so people fight for top. Honorable will be not prophet, the greatest prophet that will be revolution. We don't see. All these things so one after another. Now you want to give humanitarian aid for Ambazonia. You want to do rebuilding. You want to raise. Yes, we still look TV. See how they use God and they shoot inside people's houses. When I see black were together in mud, like say the tadpoles. Tell them about because this is the pain. You want build and who's building? You want who's building? Makes sense. You don't see the talk say you can't give the people aid. You want to do rebuilding where war is still go on. United Nations is a people then after one big hypocrite. Big countries there, all these international organizations there, they get the ability, the capability to use everything and ability to do it. They should not quiet. Humanitarian aid. Listen, we don't need their humanitarian aid. Now we're there for the age of self-defense. We go fight to the last public soldier and administrator with the inside Ambazonia. If they not want to they want to declare like I want to call it a fire, then bring people together on a table for mediation like our president. I mean, we use our foot. We go march through the land of Ambazonia so they will enter Boya. We occupy ourselves. We ourselves. All this hypocrisy is over too much for this revolution, my brother. It be wrong. You don't go to no, you don't do so. We encourage every Ambazonia, every single Ambazonia way there on ground. Now, different our community, these people are not coming. They're not if you say tomorrow you want to open the United Nations peacekeepers, they don't flop outside with Amazonian flag. You know, now my opinion, it go take me for do what you have to do for stop and establish our independence for our own country. Trust me. Humanitarian talk where they talk, other one I just talk with Dossia. Refugee they live in Nigeria. I know what the people do, my brother. I know what the people do. If they catch in Cameroon from La Republic, they can't give their support. If they jump without their support, they lay and lash with that kind of lane where they never ever get them for their life.
Okay, I see. You know, I can from a distance, I can understand. I can feel your passion about what you're saying, and I truly believe in what you're saying. You know, there is something about social science or like human relation. It is called optics. You know, look at the people heading this 12 billion fund drive at Tanganji. That's a criminal.
Brother.
You know? That's it. Because if there's something about building trust. You look at people's track record. He has a fraudulent track record. And, you know, the very aspect of people calling people who refuse the existence of an Anglophone problem, you know, the very aspect of calling people who have rejected us to come and solve our problem. Where is this misunderstanding coming from? Who is advising Pobia? To your opinion, Dr. Tita, where is the missing link? What is actually happening?
That is the same question that all of us were asking. If you ask everybody in the world, that's the same question everybody's asking. Like, who is advising them and who is making the decision? How come they cannot address the problem? The first thing to do is to accept that there is a problem. They need to do that because there is a problem. Then, before we go from there, let's address the root cause of the problem. Why is this issue going on? Like, what are these people waiting for? Like, where are they waiting? They thought initially that they were going to come, militaries come with their gun when Mr. Bia and his declared war against us. They thought that we were going to be afraid that was going to kill the struggle. You think that with time they were going to learn? Sometimes when things happen, you see that ground zero, everybody is in for this. We need our independence, and it has to happen now. It's not going to get past this generation. We're not pushing it to the next generation for independence to happen. It will happen now. Even if their advisors refuse, even if they deny it, and to any company, any international company that wants to go and sign a treaty with Mr. Bia in regards to stuff in Amazonia are wasting their time. It's a pure denial because we will get them out. All of them. Mr. Bia and any international community that has refused to choose to do business with Mr. Bia and not us in our land, we will get out of Amazonia. We are determined and it will happen this time. We're not pushing it to the next generation. This generation will solve this problem. Thank you.
Comrade Bizoni, there's something I just want to, you know, I've been looking through their contributions as they keep coming in, and you know, just first day after the launch of that contribution, they had over 6 million francs CFA, and I begin to wonder because I've traveled quite a lot all around Amazonia. You know, I've been to Fontaine, to Bangem, Ekondo Titi. You know, those areas have no roads to begin with. Those are very poor communities. And the elites from these areas are donating 2 million francs, you know, within the tweak of an eye. It's amazing. I can't, you know, it begs the question, where have they been? Is it now that they are seeing that the people are suffering? What's your take on this, Comrade Bizenwe?
By the way, my brother, the truth is that these people are all thieves, okay? They are the real armed robbers that are in that country. These ones, they call themselves the elite, who are contributing all this money. They are thieves. How much does a civil servant earn in that country? How much does a minister earn in that country? All right? Where is 500,000 francs? Where does the rest come from? They are thieves. What their president has simply done is ask them to bring back the money they have been stealing. That's what he's done. all that money we don't the tip and so I bet when I bring small, more see all of you use and food the people than they. But will not be fool them, like my brother they talk, will not be fools. We'll not wait till they up. Think about a country where people then they gather. But talk say, okay, they strike international deals, a country will decide into Amazonia, say, we they strike international deals with other companies abroad, for every street in that particular get those business arrangements. And then government will block them for Yaoundé because the council with the media arrangement are opposition council. This is a country where you as a good citizen, you know, to be able to carry out certain developmental projects inside the country. Government position. Yes, the government don't do nothing. When you talk about roads, all this for the brother, now all the things about the Bele, they need to think about me and you. Me and you don't mean nothing for these people. Now they now because they are big man don't talk. And they say man no say something in position big something. I don't see any man go to do something. Say, oh, me to have to do something for support. Me to have to do something for support. Because I remember some time ago, with them on the bar, that road the bad thing, the one part of the motor the thing that bury and a barrier. They come up the other side. But this honorable I remember, I never forget. It comes. They me the hair cross the motor. They said a lie. We don't do up. The man that will go take money, say go tie the home of the man. It means see how weak is the people. He go take some 1 kilometer, taram, then they stop and the shot the whole place.
I know that road. I know that road. I've been there.
That road is a complete mess. This is what these guys do. They don't care about themselves. I don't talk about if we catch humanitarian material in Amazonia, then put them. Honestly, we for diaspora, we go take care of people. We go to contribute. We go to do it. Yeah. If you listen, not consider the abroad, because for people they die. As with the work you pay the rest, you say, you look to the WhatsApp, take responsibility for our nation. Not to them. And as my brother talk, this generation will prosecute this, will take and we go establish as Ambazonian. This generation, we're not going to leave out for our kingdom. No, this generation.
Thank you very much. And you know, Dr. Tita, there is something that I've noticed, because we have been able to successfully prosecute this resolution to this point because of communication. You know, the diaspora and the home base, we have this strong bond right now, you know, and because of this fake humanitarian gesture from the aggressors, I think it's time for us to beef up that communication. You know, we need to talk to our people. We need to communicate more and give them ideas or strategies on how to deal with these hypocrites when they come around. So to your opinion, what kind of message do you want to put out there for our people to get right now? What do you think they should know?
Thank you very much for that question. The first thing is, I'm going to be real honest with you. I think that communication, as far as this struggle is concerned, has been very effective. I think our Honorable Secretary Chris Anu has been doing an effective job. And all of those in the department, you know, even with the Undersecretary herself, they've been doing a fantastic job in putting out information to our people. As things move on, I know that definitely getting more people, you know, it's going to be a very good idea to put more information out there, you know. But as far as communication is concerned, I think communication is very good, you know, as far as what information goes out there. And the other thing that I'm going to encourage is that each individual, like each individual do have to make an effort to reach out to family members back home and give them updates about what is happening. If that's what if I want to make anything extra, but it's just that each individual has to make an effort to reach out to family members back home, to tell them, to update them, to boost their morale, because everything La Republic is doing, all of the information La Republic is putting out there is trying to bring down their morale. But I know for a fact that our brothers and sisters are determined. We are determined this time that no matter what they say, no matter any controversy they bring up, it will not happen. We will make it Boya. We have our government, we have our ID, our interim government, we support them fully. Here in the diaspora, we put in the money. Every single penny we have, we will put in for this revolution. And we will make it to Boya. No matter what the people do, they will not succeed. Thank you.
Wow, that's a powerful one. So, Comrade Bizanui, this is the, I'll be giving you the last word for this segment of the program. So I'm just going to ask you the same question. Do you have any word for people on the ground zero concerning this humanitarian crisis? How do you think they should manage this phase of the struggle?
Fellow countrymen, fellow Amazonians, once more, I am AJNB to you. Watana wata. Country people, I say watana wata. As I talked before, what people then when they did for down, when they did for you refugee farms, when they did for farms displaced inside bushes, make una be careful who the comes with now. Say one can help now. Make una shine una eye them well. And they talk for pigeons so all along so that this is sweep across the all media, all the way they should television, they listen, they watch. Make una be very careful. If they can't say government don't send me, they can't help una. And we get an interim government. Our president, His Excellency, Ikome Sako, make una not accept any other from any other person, except you NGO that like higher foundation. And other the way we know where government it don't so. The second way I want to talk about is when it comes to communication, we cannot overemphasize the importance of communication. As much as communication, if you make us, and it don't make us to go far, communication is very weird as well. Communication is like people the way they fun of sharing messages them. Make all man for Ganzera one. Even if you ask for when you receive your phone, sometimes when they share I want to listen now. You take it some right up, you just take and share them, we even read them. Make we know they do like that. We don't share anything. You don't read that. So say no, the thing where it go to discourage people, the thing where it go damage our revolution, it go damage our progress. Because the agents of the Republic, where they be specialized to send out videos and write up and audios. But then we are Amazonians. So if you see any video of audio, we know the thing where where they lead to the strengthening of the revolution. My fellow countrymen, this is very important. And a special congratulations for all our fighters on the ground. All the fighters working with the ASC, we say top to you guys. You're doing a great job. You are doing a great job. We the diaspora will stand by una. We will stand by una with all for ability and our power to make sure and get us on our knees, defend our home. And if you reach a level, we'll get to River Wuri. Have to born for that. So congratulations for all man. And even a year, say gone the hell of some place. If you not run too close, the best not for sleep of floor. Because bullet need to go down. Sleep for floor, at least it is you. We are we're in war right now. We're in a war situation. So you get let's have enough water in the house, have enough medication at every given point. You don't know.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Encourage to achieve them and fund them. My brother, I'm not finished, I beg.
Okay.
All the the and the Amazonia. Back in the days of the South Cameroons, when I get a house of cheese, when the British without council now, this must be honorable. It be worth using for you for minister our people. So minister our people through. Then when I everything with a beg that be papa them for our country, make we not feel with that. We're supposed to stand for people and not stand for our people. I beg, we are papa them, we fund them. Make we not take note. We're not supposed to be rain in no go between. Thank you very much. God bless you. What time, my brother?
Thank you, Comrade Bizenui. I just love your passion and the way you talk about these things. So we are moving now to the next segment of the program. It's going to be just 30 minutes, and I just want us to talk a little bit about, on Friday we had over some media outlets back home, not precisely from Ambazonia though, from La Republique. I watched over STV and some other channels, and they said President Sisiku was allowed with 6 others to talk to their lawyers. What do you make of this announcement, Dr. Tita? I'm going to go straight to you.
To me, to be honest, I'm yet to see a video for that. Let's show us the proof. Why is it difficult for them to take a picture? If they allow a lawyer, can they not take pictures? I don't get it. Let them show us a video. Sometimes they pull out stuff. I don't know if they're thinking that it's because they're going to tell us that it's going to make us to calm down, or it's going to make our people not fight. Right now, it's no matter what they do. Dr. Sako already said it on Saturday. He gave them what they needed to do. Now we need to do mediation. For mediation to happen, he gave the conditions in which that has to follow. That's what they need to do. It's not enough for them to come out and be putting propaganda out there that, the lawyers met with our president, Siko and the rest. That is not enough. We're not going to be blindfooled with all of these little cheap talks. That's how I call it, cheap talk. We're not going to be blindfooled by that. We need to be real. Now it's straight mediation. Nothing will stop us. And whatever they do, it will not stop us, our boys on the ground, to defend themselves. We will defend ourselves until they finally release everybody, But Dr. Sako already told them, either they come to negotiate now, or there will be no such things they call our republic later on. So let them wait, and they will see it. Thank you.
Thank you for that one. There are some few schools of thought out there about this recent development, and some people say it's because the heat is on. You get what I mean? Comrade Bizeni, can you throw more light to that? Or how do you see that statement? Do you believe in that school of thought?
Sorry, come again. What school of thought, please?
Some people believe that it's because the heat is on. So we are putting more pressure to the governor of La Republique du Cameroon. So that's why they want to put out that statement that Sisiku et al. Have seen their lawyers. So they think that outing is because of the pressure we Ambazonians are mounting on the regime, and also the pressure emanating from the international community. Do you buy that school of thought?
My brother, no, listen, this is what I think. On a very serious note, this is what I think. This is a distraction. It's a complete distraction. It's a total distraction, in my own opinion. Why do I call it a distraction? Now, if truly lawyers have been allowed to see His Excellency Sisiku and the others that were abducted from Nigeria. My brother said, pictures, lawyers, their phones were not seized, were they? They could take pictures with them. And by the way, our interim government has contracted lawyers to take care of us. So if truly lawyers that our interim government chose to defend our people, our president and the other members of the cabinet, if truly those lawyers have interim government no. And our honorable comrade Chelsea Chris, we will put a statement out that nothing come out to that effect. So that is all distraction. Now the thing about it that the online Cameroon from the international community and from people all over the world is very hard. So the whole that is just a setup to distract us from our defense push. Let me tell you, the fastest way to do His Excellency to seek Julius. Those who are locked in jails, in concentration camps in Yaoundé and all over the Cameroon territory, the fastest way to get them back up is to take back our land and establish ourselves in Boya, release will be easy. So let's not even bother if they have people or they have not seen it. No, let's concentrate on our self-defense efforts. Let us push on. Let's sponsor our boys of class. Let's take care of our population. Let's give them the groundnut. Let's give them the sugar cane. Let's help them to till the soil so that we can be able to reap and have good crops tomorrow. That is what we want. Free. Trust me on, and that's my take. Thank you.
Okay. The interim government has, they've been able to hire about 15 lawyers at least, and those are like renowned international lawyers, and they have been assigned to defend our abducted leaders. But unfortunately, when I read the announcement from La République on Friday, our leaders were not exposed to their lawyers. Because to the best of my knowledge, I don't think those lawyers outlined are amongst the lawyers that were hired by the interim government. What do you think is behind the mind of La République, Dr. Teacher? Why are they playing this game?
That is the most surprising thing everyone can seem to understand. Like, how are these people functioning? Because if they're not accepting lawyers that the IG is proposing or have decided to work with, they'll go and see someone or some lawyer showed up and talk. I don't even believe in any of this stuff that they're doing. Remember, when they abducted our leaders, they thought that was going to kill this revolution. Now they instead energized everybody. And I'm telling you, after the 1 month, because the 1 month period when they adopted that, I felt really bad. But after that, you regained our energy. We got to fight this thing. We can't leave it this short. They have seen the heat. Right now, let me tell you, ground zero is going to boil like in the next couple of weeks. They have seen that. They sense, they gain all of the intelligence. They gain everything. And that's why they're trying to throw out this cheap propaganda out there. Oh, this lawyer met with police. You know what? We don't want to deal with that. That will not stop us. We will fix this problem right now. We will defend our land. They will be out. And to that, those so-called elites or whatever they call them, they think they achieve or they think they charge, those days are gone. Where we used to all believe that they're the one that make decisions for us. We are grown now. We're educated. We think our own. We know what is right for us. These new selected people will not make decisions for us. And let any of them dare step foot into Ambazooka. We will deal with them fairly. That's just it. Let them step foot in there to fix them. Then next time they will not come back. Let them just stay in La République right there and just step in Ambazooka. Because they've chosen to side with our oppressors. They've chosen to support this killer. They're killing our brothers and sisters every single day as we're speaking. And they don't care. What they care about is the money that is coming to them. But we've had enough. We will go after them too. It's not just those that are fighting with the fighting us. All of them too will get rid of them. Thank you.
Thank you, Comrade Tita. I just have this question for you. I think that La République has her agents all over social media. They monitor the social media landscape. They monitor the actions on ground zero. And because the temperatures are really high and every day, like self-defense groups are popping up by the hour. We hear them coming up every day. So I feel like the government in Yaoundé is in a tight corner. And maybe in their mindset, they think that by putting out this statement that our lawyers have met, our president have met their lawyer, it might calm down the nerves or, take the things down. Is that what you think, brother? My brother, is that what you think?
You see, absolutely, they might be thinking that way. But one word I'll tell is, we do not believe anything that comes from La Republique. And I know they have their agents out there that are bent on killing this revolution, that they will come in, and just like they could use our elites to come against us, it's the same way they're going to try to use some of our brothers to come and put any audios out there. Like back to the message where you were saying that, how can we control this communication? I said, this each and every sounding Cameroonian is a member of this government, and you have a right to detect some of these messages that these people are putting out there. Once you detect it, do not forward it to the next forum. I know there are a whole bunch of people, you see this message and forward it to the next people. That is it. You should be able to detect that this message is not right. If you read a message that sounds right, you will know it. And no matter what they do, they use all the agents that they have. They would never kill this revolution. I will tell you that. This revolution, this time, we will make it to Boya. Come rain, come sun.
Watana wata.
Watana wata.
Watana wata, my brother. Watana wata.
I just love that statement, because there is something about that statement that it rekindles the zeal for freedom in my heart. When I hear people say it, I just feel like, yes, that's true. I have this strong conviction that we're gonna be free, and I just really believe in it. And I actually wish that our brothers and sisters out there could also believe in this revolution and push the fight to a reasonable conclusion, which is our independence. Comrade Bijeni, you know what? I just want you to talk to our ground zero guys. Because I'm afraid that the message from La Republique saying that our leaders have been allowed to see their lawyers might cause them to slow down a little bit. I don't know if that's the case, though, but I just want you to talk to them. Talk to our guys.
Watana wata. I tell my country people, this message, I want to talk for all our brothers that were there for Ground Zero, all our fighters then, when they did inside bush, when they did for the various counties there, for Bui County, for Fako County, for Meme County, Jan County, for Manu County, all the counties them all over Ambazonia. I want to make know one thing. Anything where like to Cameroon, it talks to no ever agree. If you wake up for morning time, to Cameroon, they salute you, say good morning, check your time, fine. Like to Cameroon, like people. In fact, the lies so they are very present in our life. Like Republic to Cameroon, I beg you now. Whether na news where they give you TV, or whether na software they give you, or anything, even when they pay you salary, whether na counterfeit. Because too much. So anything where they come from, they no accept. If they tell say they don't lawyer, they don't be allowed to see His Excellency Mr. Betilios. I agree. Interim government never talk, we not agree. I'm not telling you something. The only way it goes slow we down for this revolution or make we calm down ourselves. We go to Ground Zero. We fight at the way to calm down when we don't enter that way. No information from nobody. Nothing is supposed to stop now. Now ahead, water, march fire, march forward. Until we take over land from the hands of the occupiers. Right now, we any La Republique administrator, any La Republique officer, we see them, move them again. Because they be in our territory illegally, they are there to kill us. And before we kill them, yes. Before we kill you like they don't kill, we kill them first. Not you don't fold your hand. They ashes, don't burn you in the house. Don't carry fine more. See this. So all of us we encourage you now. Make you stand strong, people. We stand strong. We one another. United. In unity, we stand and we conquer. When you hear say this other camp, it be under pressure, when I go defend them, people two things. Boya, will the end tomorrow.
Wow, thank you. That's a powerful one. Thank you.
From Cameroon.
You know, as we, you know, you know, there is this amazing relationship between those of us in the diaspora and our people on ground zero. You know, I feel like over the months and the years, as we move along with this crisis, we try to polish each other. We try to sharpen each other and work together like true brothers and sisters. So, Dr. Tita, what message do you think the diaspora can learn from the ground zero and vice versa? It's going to be like a two-sided question for you.
Like, to be honest, let me say that I don't think that I don't think there's anything that we can learn, ground zero can learn, or diaspora can learn. We as a people have always been together. Let me tell you, this is a fact. We've always stood together. That's something that we're working. And ground zero, let me tell you how excited I am when I see it, and I see all the images and the information that's coming in, how united they are in defending themselves. They keep doing it, and us in the diaspora, we keep doing our part. We know that the part diaspora have to play in this struggle is bring out the funds to fund and take care of our people, and we will continuously do it. You know, there is nothing that I could recommend more than us keep doing what we're doing. Every time I think about what is happening back at home, I tell myself one thing: if I was back home, I'll either be in jail or dead or sitting out in the forest fighting for this revolution. Since I don't have the opportunity to be there right now, all I can do is support financially, and I will do everything I can. But if I want to see anything is those that have not come to support this revolution, those that have not done anything towards this struggle, please do so. We will make it to Boya this time. This time, we will not get past this time. This generation will make it to Boya. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And, you know, because I think this question is very important, I'm going to ask the same question to Comrade Bizenwe. You know, what message do you think that we in the diaspora can learn from our ground zero guys? And what also do you think that the ground zero guys can learn from us? Because as we progress in this struggle, we need to learn from each other, adapt from our mistakes, and then move forward. So what message do you think we can learn from each other as we move ahead?
I want to make this very clear. Our people in ground zero are very resilient. They are facing the bullets. They are facing the guns. They are facing the hunger. They are the ones doing the ghost towns. They are the ones in the bushes. They are the ones who are being denied medical assistance. They are the ones who are really in the heat of the whole fight, the heat of the war, our people in ground zero. Yet they are not giving up. When you listen to the call on other perspectives, other shows, you hear their resolve. They have told themselves it is either or nothing. The resilience of ground zero is so inspiring that if we in the diaspora take that spirit to be baptized in that same spirit, trust me, we will not be where we are today. Right now, because of demonstrations, people don't even talk anymore. Yet we are not the ones facing the bullet. People don't want to contribute. Lots of people are still sitting. Say, when I leave me without a seat, it's so discouraging. If we can just look at ground zero and be able to get instructions, then we will do more in the diaspora. We will contribute more. We will come up with demonstrations and another level. Listen, the diaspora and ground zero are like your two hands. You cannot clap together. Not have one hand walk. sound, no sound. But when you use two hands, they produce sound. For everyone to be able to get the required result, ground zero diaspora must come together. Pass that for one body with one no people without the other. So we continue to hold our hands together as ground zero and as the diaspora to make sure that we arrive at our destination with a hope.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. And we have just like 5 more minutes before the end of the show. I just want us to use these few minutes to talk about funding. Funding the struggle and my trip to Boya. Personally, I have an impression that just a few Southern Cameroonians are actually funding this revolution. I feel like more people are talking and less people are putting down the money. And this might lead to a situation of donor fatigue, because if you have the same people contributing over and over, we might get to a point of, in short, contribution. People, when you keep giving money over and over and you don't see that kind of support coming from your other colleagues, it becomes hard. You feel tired, and it feels like we're getting to a point of diminishing returns financially. Do you think we are getting to that point? And how do you talk to Ambazonians and encourage them to donate money and fund the revolution?
I can chip into that real quick. Yes,
Okay.
I know sometimes it could be very stressful or tiring or sometimes disappointing when you know that you're contributing financially and some other peoples are not contributing towards this struggle. There is one thing I always say. I always take it to myself, and this is what I always say. I feel like I'm one of the chosen one among the many out there that God have chosen to help in this struggle. That's how I always look at it. So when I look at it at that point, I never worry if someone else has contributed or not. So you keep doing the most that you can. I said I will keep doing the most that I can. But I can never stop to say, you know what, please, every single Southern Cameroonians or Amazonians in the diaspora, please do something. Anything, even if it's $1 or €1 or €1 that you can keep in towards this talk, please. Nothing is too small and nothing is too much to put into this revolution. Our brothers and sisters are dying. They're dying every day. La Republic is killing our people. We cannot allow La Republic to come and eradicate all of our people. We cannot do that. We have to help our brothers and sisters defend themselves. Please wake up. Wake up and help this revolution. Support this revolution financially. Anything is worth it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Comrade Bizoni, I totally agree with what Dr. Tita is saying, and I just want you to also talk to our fellow comrades out there, because the vast majority of the financial contribution for this revolution is coming from the diaspora. Do you have any word of encouragement to talk to our people on funding the revolution?
Oh yes, I do. Our people need to understand that it is either we do it or no one else will do it. They need to come to that realization that we are the only money basket of our revolution. They also have to understand that if we don't send our hands into our pockets, into our wallets, get into our accounts and release $1, that $2, that $10, no one else will for us. Because it's our responsibility. Do not look at any other person. I don't say this person is not doing it, so I have to do it. No. Do what you have to do. Contribute as if you are the only person to make it happen. That's what I want us to know. You wake up in the morning, you go to work, come back in the evening, sometimes you go sit in the box, and before you know it, 50 pounds is gone. 50 pounds is gone in the night. Some of you go out on the weekends, sit down and you put 250 pounds in one weekend. Our time. If you can trust my people, just take some of that money and put in the revolution, in the struggle. Will not be where we are today. I strongly encourage everybody. Go to my trip, Boya. pay ticket. You can buy for another person. You can buy for another brother or sister. Go to Ampa Golf. Pay your citizenship and pay your citizenship levy. Because that's how the government is going to function. We encourage everybody, please, be a giver in this revolution. It will never go for nothing. Our leaders are working. They are very accountable. Every opportunity you have to drop something, keep in something. Because that's what.
Thank you.
It's money. It's just the money. Now they are trying. The Republic is trying to use money to us. We have to make them. We have to prove to them that we can take care of our people, ourselves. So please, do the best you can do. Let's give to the struggle. Let's give to this revolution. Let's be this conflict. Make sure that we take it to the expected end. And God will bless you all. Thank you.
Well, thank you for that, for those words. Fellow panelists, dear televiewers, I just want to really thank you for tuning in today. It's just unbelievable because I can see from my dashboard in the studio, there are hundreds of people watching this program from ground zero, and it's amazing. It just keeps growing by the day. Our people are so committed to this revolution, and I just really want to urge all of us in the diaspora to commune with our people so that we can together prosecute this revolution to a reasonable conclusion. #Ambazonia. And for you out there, please, this is a new program. We really want to welcome your contributions. Any ideas on how we could improve on this program will be welcome. Just send a message to SBCB concerning the program, the Analyst. And if you want to be on the panel to talk about the crisis in our land, join us. We need your support, we need your help, and we thank you for tuning in. Thank you for viewing, and have a good day. Bye now.
How is it happening to our life? They want to kill all we. They want to kill all we.
This is the village of Kukembomo in Cameroon being burnt to the ground. For months now, images like these have been pouring out of Cameroon on social media. Some show burning villages, others record acts of torture and killing. Many are too graphic to show. Taken together, these films show a country sliding into civil war as the government tries to suppress an armed insurgency. So, what's going on? Africa Eye has analyzed some of these videos, checked them against satellite imagery, and spoken with eyewitnesses on the ground. For the first time, we show you who is committing these atrocities and why. This is a conflict that has been building for decades. At its root is a division between Cameroon's French-speaking majority and its English-speaking minority, concentrated in the west of the country.
The Cameroons celebrated their newly won independence. Something to bang the big drum about.
After Cameroon gained independence in 1960, the two parts of the country formed a single nation. Even then, some English speakers felt they'd been forced into the new republic. Ever since, Anglophones have complained that their regions are neglected and excluded from power.
We went to court today. They refused us to enter the court.
The current conflict began in 2016 when lawyers, students, and teachers took to the streets to protest. Activists were arrested and several protesters were shot by security forces. The crackdown intensified Anglophone resentment, fueling demands for secession and transforming this into an increasingly violent rebellion. By late 2017, separatists were symbolically proclaiming the independence of a new state that they call Ambazonia.
We want our liberation. We want to be free from the Republic.
Since then, there have been reports of atrocities on all sides, kidnappings, extrajudicial killings, and burnings of villages. This is one of those villages, seen in a video recorded in April this year. shows a unit of at least 13 soldiers setting fire to a house. The location can be confirmed by matching buildings to satellite imagery, as well as by fire damage in this subsequent video from the same village. These men appear to be government troops. The fatigues, the helmets and the black webbing are all consistent with those worn by Cameroon's Rapid Intervention Battalion, an elite army unit that has been trained by US and Israeli forces. Here they are again in a 2016 video, seen with the distinctive BIR on their webbing. A local resident told the BBC that the troops who destroyed houses in Azi belonged to the BIR. But a government minister said that the identity of the men in this video is unclear.
Vous savez également qu'ils acquièrent la tenue militaire de BIR ou de toute autre force de défense pour perpétrer leur forfait et imputer cela à nos forces de défense et de sécurité. L'épisode que vous décrivez fait l'objet d'une investigation afin qu'on sache exactement ce qui s'est passé.
A few days later, in early May, this video was posted to Facebook. We've examined the footage frame by frame and confirmed that this was filmed in the village of Kukembomo. This satellite image is from April 16th, 2018. Lower resolution imagery from after the raid clearly shows that by May 22nd, many of these buildings have been destroyed. Amateur footage also captured an attack on the village of Munyenge on April 29th. This video shows the town centre ablaze and reveals this distinctive landmark, which can be seen again in a video of the aftermath posted on May 4th. Satellite imagery from before and after this attack shows the extent of the destruction. The BBC has spoken with 3 residents of Munyenge who all say that the village was destroyed by government forces.
When they came, they started shooting on air. Everybody ran into the bush to shot some civilians that day and killed them. In the evening of that same Sunday, they started burning a few houses around them. They burnt one full quarter that day. So the next day on Monday, they continued with burning. They killed one person, cut off his head, and the corpse got rotting there until nobody could go and bury that corpse.
These are not isolated incidents. Analysis of satellite imagery shows extensive fire damage in villages across the southwest region. Kwakwa, Bole, Kumukumu, Bekora. We cannot confirm who was responsible for torching these villages, but lawyer and activist Agbo Nkongo blames government forces.
From reports that we gathered, we've done some investigation. We've gone to some of the villages. There will be at least close to 70 villages that have been abandoned, have been burned down.
The government denies this.
En vertu de quoi voulez-vous que nos forces de défense brûlent les habitations alors que leur responsabilité tout justement c'est de les protéger?
Government forces have also been accused of unlawful killings and torture. This video, recorded in May 2018, appears to show Cameroonian gendarmes torturing a separatist commander. The full video is too graphic to show, but the men inflicting this beating are repeating the phrase, "You've killed gendarmes, no?" Our analysis of the video places it outside the National Gendarmerie in the village of Nkongle. The government told us that they are investigating this incident.
On en fait bon usage si d'aventure un militaire ou un groupe de militaires se trouvait coupable d'un tel comportement. Je vous dis, c'est la cour martiale qui lui est appliquée immédiatement.
It's not just the government committing these abuses. Separatist rebels have also killed Cameroonian security forces and attacked civilians accused of working with the government. Cameroonian authorities say that 81 members of the security forces and more than 100 civilians have been killed by separatists in the past year. The rebels have also attacked and burnt down schools. This teacher was shot for keeping his school open. This new video shows a village chief being beaten, apparently by a rebel militia. His tormentors are threatening to kill him if the government doesn't respond within 24 hours. Thousands of families have been forced from their homes by the fighting. 21,000 people have fled across the border into Nigeria. The UN estimates that a further 160,000 are displaced within Cameroon.
Who have run away from the attack that took place today.
Many, like the people shown in this video, are still hiding in the forest.